I'm hoping that some of my cups and bowls outlast me. I think they will. Hi, I'm Bill Forst. I'm a ceramicist, and my last name is spelled F-O-R-S-T. I came out of the Cleveland Institute of Art in the mid-1980s, and I had a full-ride scholarship at Wichita State University, the Clayton Staples Memorial Scholarship. And so from Ohio to Kansas, I was a potter, and I was making a really good cup and a really good bowl. And I met a person at WSU, Richard St. John, and all he wanted to do was make a really good cup and a really good bowl. And he could do that, and I admired that. This is one of my main classrooms. This is where we teach most of the academics. I teach art history here as well as design class, and I also teach the art appreciation classes here. Some of the basics in art are the linear perspective and atmospheric perspective. That's what we were doing inside of that. I've been doing this since the mid-1980s, so let's go 85, 95, 2005, 2015, you know, over 30 years, picking just one thing to do. I couldn't do that. So I make a lot of cups and bowls, and then other things will happen, and I won't do anything for months. And then we'll travel, we'll sketch, I'll bring ideas back, I'll make more cups and bowls. I follow my muse. I follow wherever I want to go. I have that freedom right now, which is wonderful. And here we have the ceramics lab. And what we have in here is a ventilated spray booth and our clay mixer and all of our clay storage and recycle area. We also have these bins. These are stainless steel tables, and they hold hundreds of pounds of material, and they just pull out with a single finger. And this is in our kiln yard. This is our homemade raku kiln. It's an old electric kiln, and what we've done is put a counterweight on it for the lid, and we raku out of here. When this comes up to a little over 1800 degrees, we reach in with safety equipment on, good gloves, and a metal prongs something. I just influence the culture around me by giving people objects that they can interact with, whether it's functional, like a really nice bowl to eat your ice cream out of, or that great cup you always reach for whenever you get a cup of coffee or tea in the morning, or with these pieces that hang on the wall that just provoke thoughts. So that's how I'd like to see my artwork interact with my American culture. Well, as a kid, I was always drawing and painting. It was high school that I was introduced to ceramics, and I had a wonderful high school teacher that moved me into clay, and I thought really that's what I wanted to do, was work in clay. It's visceral, you know, it's got a nice smell. I don't know if you've noticed in the studio, there's that funk of the earth that's here. There's a lot of things that attract me to it, especially the elements of earth and water and air and fire, and then the combining of all of those. I know as a professional appraiser, I'm a potter, I'm a sculptor, I make my living in the fine arts. I know the value of my artwork since becoming an appraiser, and so I know that my artwork has aesthetic value. It has the value of beauty inside of the culture that it was created in. As long as I can remember, I've been an artist. It was what I wanted to do when I was in grade school. I was the go-to person for bulletin boards. So if you needed Snoopy or any comic strip drawn, that's what I was doing as a kid. Is it easy being married to an artist? Sometimes, sure. We both have excellent studios. We have both devoted our lives to making the communities that we live in better. We have a lot of the same things that we like to do together, and I think that's important for any relationship. I would have to say Ginger is a lot happier than me. She's really joyous, and it just overflows all of the time. I have a tendency to look at some of the darker things in life and sometimes illustrate them. And I'll often provide a clay backdrop for her, whether it's a bowl or a platter or a large plaque, and she will use glazes on top of that and paint her imagery on top of my forms. So yes, we do collaborate. I'm not fully sure that I've mastered clay yet. I've got a lot of experience with it. I can still open up the kiln and not have 100% though come out all the time. In some day and ages, it would have been called magic and alchemy. But it's a combination of all of those chemicals that give me my color, and I paint with the fire, so I dry things with the air. I enjoy working with the elements.